Hi everyone, for this mixed media activity you're going to be creating pixel art. So there's a couple examples on top of what pixel art is. It's basically art that's made of only different colored squares. So that's why we use this square grid, these blank boxes. This is a grid. It helps us kind of plan out our pixel art. So you'll need a scissors and a glue stick, and you might need a box of markers, and you're going to need to grab some color papers from this bin. This bin is in the Mixed Media Center. It should say paper strips 1/2 inch. So these are paper strips that will fit perfectly into your boxes if you cut them into squares. So the first thing to do is plan out what you want your pixel art to look like. That's where your markers will come in. If you want to take your markers to kind of plan out your pixel art, you can just put little dots in your squares, and that might help you remember where the color squares are supposed to go. So if I'm trying to make this little piggy right here, I would probably just plan out how many dots wide I need the head to be. So maybe I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down. And so I know that all of this will be pink. And then I'll switch to maybe like a black. Maybe I want the eyes to go right here, black dots. And then maybe I want those to be white, so I'll leave those blank, and the rest will be pink, except I want to leave a little bit for the nose, which I want to be light pink, so maybe I'll take like a different color and mark that light pink. And I'll keep doing this until I've kind of planned out the whole object of my pixel art. And if you mess up, it's okay. You can always take your marker and then just color over that dot so that it looks like the correct dot. So actually, I'm going to do that now because I want these feet to be brown, and I accidentally made them pink. So I'm going to go back over them with a brown, and I want all these inside to be pink. So just a dot to remind you where your squares need to go. And now once you're done with planning it all out, then it's time to take your paper strips and start gathering the colors that you need, and then I would maybe put a couple, maybe 2 together, and then kind of measure out how wide it needs to be, and then start cutting little squares like this. You probably won't need that many, so maybe start with just a few and then come back and cut more. I know I need pink, I know I need a few black, not very many, 1, 2. I know I need a couple brown, not very many, probably just 4. Maybe I'll do an extra just in case. And I think that's about it. I need a white. All right, so once I kind of have the colors I need, then it's time to take my glue stick, and I'm just gonna put a dot in the first row, and I'm gonna start placing these pixels down into the boxes. It's okay if they overlap a little bit. They should fit in your boxes pretty well if you cut them correctly. And then I'll do the second row, pink again. And I'll keep doing this. I like to do it row by row by row, left to right, instead of kind of bouncing around the whole thing, but it's up to you, whatever you think works best for you. This row will be pink, black, pink, pink, black, pink. This box is a little bit too long. I think I just cut it too big, so I'm going to trim that. Black. All right, friends. So I'm not going to finish the whole picture. I think you kind of get the idea of how you need to finish your pixel art. You could even put a color in the background. Like maybe I want the pig to be like outside. Maybe I could do like a blue sky all around, all over the pig here. And then maybe I could also do a green grass background. So I'm just putting a dot in all these squares up here, and then maybe I could take a green, and then down here I would make all these green, so the pig could be like outside. Now sometimes you'll have like a lot of colors in a row, like this entire row is green. So maybe to save myself time, instead of cutting green squares individually, maybe I could just measure this out and cut it, and then put a line of glue instead of putting individual dots. That will definitely save me some time. Okay? All right, friends, can't wait to see your pixel art. When you're done, come check it with me. Happy art creating.